Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein and today I want to show you the second part of getting documents into Todoist. And this part is about getting documents into Todoist via your mobile device, which actually is a lot easier than getting it into Todoist via your desktop. However, before I do get to this, I should point out that I don't have any Android devices in my toolkit. So if you do use an Android device, you still can get documents and shares and websites into Todoist, but there is a slightly different way. But on the whole, it all works the same way. Now, before we go any further, I would just like to say, if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Todoist, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's go into Todoist on my iPad now, and I will show you how to get documents, files and websites into Todoist. Okay, let's get started with a web page. How do we get a web page into Todoist? Well, the simplest way to do it is to hit the share sheet, which is up at the top right here. You can hit the share sheet and then just hit Todoist and boom, you're gonna go. Now, there is a good reason for doing it this way. What this does is automatically sets up the formatting, the text formatting, so that you create a clickable link. So it's really quite easy to do. You just hit the add button, it all disappears. But when we go down and do Todoist, if we go into Todoist at the bottom here, you can now see that I've got my CEO update. It's the name of the title. If I just hit the task, I can now go straight to this website. Now, what Todoist is doing here is it's using its own web browser. Now, if you want to go to your main web browser, whether that is Chrome or Safari, you just hit the little icon in the top right there, and that will open up in Safari. So that's a great way of getting your web pages into Todoist. Now, if you're using an iPad, I should show you there is another way of doing this. What you can do is you can open up your, I'm going to find where's my, let's just get rid of that one. I need to move up Todoist, bring Todoist into my screen like here. I can click done there. Let's go out, click that one. And what I can do is you can add tasks. You need to add the task first. You can then click on the web page and you can just drop that into Todoist. And then, oops, and then I can just add, it needs a task name. So Evernote, I'm just going to put Evernote. And then just hit the add icon, and there you go. I've got the task in there. Now this can if you do it right, you can get this in the main. I should do that one again and show you. You can do this another way. That's gone into the description. If I put this in the task name, what happens when I add that? It will convert to the name of the web page. I'll show you that from the actual Todoist. So we just go in there, and we're going to my go to full screen, and there we go. We've got it in there. You can see that this third one, which is right here, has now been converted to the full text. So you can do all sorts of little things that you want directly from there. So that's getting web pages into your iOS device. And this is exactly the same way that you do it on the iPhone. Now, what about if you want to put an image into Todoist? Well, let's go into my files, or it could be a PDF file. It could be whatever you want to put into there. Now, again, what I would do is I would say the easiest way is open up the file, hit the share sheet in the top right-hand corner, and just add to Todoist. Now, in this case, you notice that the actual add button is grayed out simply because I need to add a description. So review this slide. Now I can actually hit that in, and that's gone into my Todoist. So that's one way of doing it. Now, another way is perhaps you just want to add the document to your comments. So let's bring in Todoist. I'm going to bring in Todoist, and whoops. It's very sensitive. We're going to files. Let's bring in the Todoist icon like here. And let's go to my inbox again. Now, what you're going to need to do here is you actually need to create a task first. So review this slide. And now you're going to have to go to add the task, because you cannot add notes. If you notice here, you can't add notes directly from this input window. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit review this slide. That opens up the task. Now I can add comments, and now I can actually just grab hold of this and I can just drag it into the comment section. I need to add something, slide for review. I need to actually write something. So slide for review, and then hit add. And that's going to add the slide to my comments. So that's now into Todoist. Let's open up Todoist, see what we've done. So what we've done here is we've actually added in that slide. So we've got one here. Again, you need to go to the comment to see the image or the file. That's where all your files will go, but that's in there, and you've got the same one that I've just done there. Again, it's in you can actually tap on that and it will open up the full picture. So there's a lot that you can do on your mobile device with Todoist. I think it's silky smooth. I'm not that au fait with adding extra windows on my iPad, which is not Todoist's fault. It's actually my fault, because I don't really add documents a lot from my iPad. But you can do that, and it's just such a simple way of doing it. So getting documents and web pages on a mobile device into Todoist is actually a lot easier than doing it on a computer. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done, so you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.